Let's get started, right?
Yeah, let's
Let
do
everyone know what we're about to blow their mind.
it.
So my name is Nicole.McGann. I'm a resident and real estate agent in South Jersey, and I am on the Costello. I'm with the Costello Group, part of Compass, and also joining us is Michala Costello. She is the principal of the Costello Group, and then we also have the lovely Shawn Yocum of AnnieMac Home Mortgage, and the wonderful Kathleen. She is a loan officer with AnnieMac Home Mortgage. So a little background here, how we got to where we are today. We were all sitting down one day and we were talking about how we have clients and, they want to buy houses and, there's multiple offers and the ones that are winning are well over ask. And if we have clients that can't or don't want to do that, how do we get them in a solid position to win the bid? Like how can we best support our clients? And then amazingly enough, so Shawn starts explaining this program that AnnieMac just started. There's actually two. One is called Cash to Keys, and that helps potential buyers purchase or make a cash offer on the home of their dreams. The second is buy now, sell later, and that helps folks that own their home but would have to be contingent. So they'd have to sell their home before they could buy. With the buy now, sell later, it allows you to be non-contingent. So we're going to discuss those two programs and how you can get started with either one of those. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, Nicole and Michala and Kathleen, for joining us today. So as we know, this is a very competitive market. And over the last probably 7 months, we've seen a lot of our clients lose out on their bid because of cash offers. And, what's happening in our market is 33% of today's offers are coming in via cash. So AnnieMac decided to come up with a program. We're going to talk about the first one, which is called Cash to Keys, which actually helps your buyer purchase the house with cash. And this is done by AnnieMac purchasing the property on the buyer's behalf. So we have a program, an equity program behind us that is allowing us to purchase the property on behalf of our clients so their offer gets accepted with cash.
So if I'm writing the offer as the person's agent, would the offer be in your name or my client's name?
It would be in our name. And then once that buyer's ready to purchase the property, once the offer gets accepted, what we'd like to do is move forward with the loan. So it's important for these buyers. We have a person that is a middle person that's going to do all the negotiating with our client. And all we ask is that your buyer gets pre-approved with a platinum before they go under contract.
Okay. Lots of things there to unpack. So when you say middle person, what do you mean?
So it's actually a real estate agent that works for AnnieMac that's doing the negotiation between your client and AnnieMac to purchase the property cash.
So she or he kind of works like an in-house agent, basically.
That's correct.
Representing you because I'm representing my client.
That's correct.
Correct. So would I, as the agent, or Michala as the agent, be interacting with that middle person?
Yes, you will.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it. That makes sense.
We're all on a team to get to the finish line, and what's stopping us is cash offers. So AnnieMac is going to purchase the property on behalf of your client.
And then the next thing you said that I have questions about is you said when the buyer is ready. What does that mean? How would they become ready? So
just like they would on a normal application, they would get pre-approved, right? You don't want to show them a house until they're pre-approved. So we do what's called a platinum pre-approval. We get their W-2s, pay stubs, bank statements, photo ID, and we send their information to our underwriter. And within 24 to 48 hours, we have a full platinum pre-approval commitment.
So that happens before we make an offer?
It should happen as soon as you're working with your clients.
Okay. So step one is pre-approval
Yes.
through this platinum pre-approval, which is more solid.
Correct.
Has it gone through underwriting?
The platinum pre-approval does go to an underwriter.
Okay. So they get pre-approved for a set amount.
Mm-hmm.
And then based on that amount, they can put a cash offer in on the home that they want.
Correct.
Okay. So they put in an offer. Well, you put in an offer.
Correct.
Yes. Once that offer is accepted, you go to closing?
We go to closing with them, AnnieMac. Yes. Correct.
Go ahead.
So what I was going to say is, like, as we're proceeding to the settlement date, you know, they're still moving forward with their loan with us.
Right. Like behind the scenes, you're going through all of like the
Correct.
the getting the mortgage processed, approved,
Yes.
checking all the boxes.
Correct. We're doing this so their offer gets secured and accepted.
Right. Okay. So pre-approval, you make an offer. Have you run into any like what are people confused when they get an offer from AnnieMac?
No, we have not had that. We've been doing it now for about 3 months, and our offers are getting accepted. I think the seller, what they're looking at is a cash offer, right? Yeah. And that we're going to the table with cash.
And it's a cash offer from a mortgage company, so that's not falling through.
No, and honestly, we can do them in 2 to 3 weeks. We can make a settlement date, so the sellers like that.
Okay.
I just want to say that I love this because a lot of times I know that a VA loan can qualify. And a lot of times our veterans, they present a VA loan and a seller gets so worried because they think that there are all of these inspection criteria that the home has to meet to qualify for this VA loan. And if I could put in a cash offer and then still get my VA loan when I buy the house from AnnieMac, I mean, that's mind-blowingly huge to me.
Michala, you made such a great point because in today's market, sellers are not looking at FHA, VA. They're only looking at conventional and someone that's putting a lot of money down or cash. So it's giving our veterans who deserve to get a house the opportunity to get their offer accepted.
Mm-hmm. Now, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I said I heard from you earlier that we could do a VA loan. We cannot do an FHA loan.
That was my question, yeah.
But we could do a conventional loan.
Correct. We cannot do an FHA loan.
This to like a non-person who's like, what does that even mean? FHA, conventional.
So conventional is the same guidelines as you would go if you didn't offer a cash offer, meaning if you're a first-time home buyer, you can put 3% down. It's owner-occupied or second homes.
Okay.
VA is 100% financing with no MI. So the guidelines mirror conventional and FHA guidelines. So they get into the house the same way they would as if they were to get a mortgage.
What is MI for folks in the bleachers?
Mortgage insurance is when you do not put 20% down. A lender lends up to 80% of the loan, and thereafter mortgage insurance comes into play. It's additional insurance to get to that 100%.
Got it.
Today, it's very cheap, so if you have someone on the fence that maybe wants to save a little bit of their money, or maybe the house needs a little bit of extra work, I would encourage not putting 20% down and maybe going 10 or 5% down.
So so we've got the offers accepted. We're at the closing table. It's the seller. It's my client. It's AnnieMac. And does it all change hands the same day? Like, do you buy the home and then you sell the home? How does that work? What's that transition process?
So the transition process is that we purchase the house, and then if the buyer stays with us for our financing, we work with them within 6 months to get them to the closing table, and then they buy it back from us.
They have up to 6 months, right? I know
Correct.
we've actually completed one of these loans for one of our clients, and they were able to get their mortgage approved within 30 days. And so they were just able to assume the contract. But yeah, it's right after AnnieMac buys it. If the buyer wants to continue with AnnieMac, then they buy it from AnnieMac.
This program is in place really just to help your offer get accepted with cash.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we don't want them to wait 6 months, but if that's what the timeline we have to stay with this program, and then at the end of the 6 months, if they're not ready, then AnnieMac will buy the house, will buy it back.
And it's amazing.
Or just keeps it.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, what about, so like the nitty gritty of like what Nicole and I do, right? So step one is like getting the offer accepted. What are the terms? So what if my client's like, I want to do an inspection or I don't want to do an inspection?
Mm-hmm.
What does AnnieMac say about that?
We highly recommend them doing exactly how they want to proceed to get their offer accepted. So if that looks like getting a home inspection, we encourage it. If they want to do an appraisal waiver and, feel like maybe they're offering a little bit more and the house might not appraise, we're okay with that. However, whatever that looks like to get the offer accepted, we stand behind them.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Because we're having to pull out all of these kind of tricks for our clients. Like we would never want them to waive a home inspection, but sometimes we're like, we'll waive, maybe waive like a financial portion of it, right? Like you're not going to be picky. And so that's amazing that AnnieMac has that. Now, let's say we have a bold and brazen buyer, right? Who's done it all, knows everything. They want to waive the inspections. So they want to waive the appraisal. Does AnnieMac have a due diligence period? That they're like, no, we need to make sure we like check this box?
No, we do not. We really just, want to present the offer that they're, whatever that may be. And, however that is, whether they're waiving fees or inspections or paying different fees for the seller, we're okay with that.
So do you do your own appraisal?
Yes, we do an appraisal.
Okay. And
unless we receive an appraisal waiver, which is nice when, every now and then when we run it through the system through Fannie and Freddie, we may get a waiver, which means we do not have to do an appraisal.
okay.
In that case, we just follow the guidelines.
Nice.
So it's a case by case basis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Do you want to talk about the buy now, sell later program?
Yes. So if you have a home, but you don't want to be contingent.
Yeah. So here's with that, we have a client that wants to buy in this market, found their dream home, but they have a house to sell and maybe it's not quite ready. We will purchase the property on their behalf. And then they have up to 6 months to get their house ready. So if they need to stage it, maybe paint, do whatever they need to do to get the house ready, we give them 6 months.
I'm going to put a selfish plug for Compass Concierge in.
I knew that was coming.
What is that about, Michala?
I'll do a quick 1 minute plug. I won't take away
Yeah.
too long. So Compass Concierge is a program that is available to Compass agents and our clients. So if you need to, like you just said, if you need to paint, you have children, you need to get the crayon off the wall, you need to get the dog stains off the carpet, based on the equity you have in your home, Compass will give you a loan interest-free. It does not impact your credit to get the work done. And then it is paid back when you sell the home out of the proceeds of the home.
Complete,
Wow.
no fees, no interest, nothing.
Yep.
That is incredible. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah. So what a powerhouse if we had your program and the Compass Concierge program together. So I'll let you finish talking. So we found our perfect house. We used the cash to keys. And now I'm looking at my house and I fixed it up. What happens? And by the way, am I paying on the new house and the old house?
That's a wonderful question. So with this program, we charge an upfront fee for conventional 1.5%. And that's at the time of the contract. Within 48 hours, they wire the money to us. Now, that fee that we're charging will get refunded to them at closing if they continue with us with the mortgage. So that's our hope, is that, we can continue to grow with our client and get them to the finish line. So, and then VA, it's 0.5%. So, that there is a fee involved, but that will be refunded if they continue with us. And, we had the platinum pre-approval in place, and then you negotiate your offer, and then they have up to 6 months to sell.
Awesome. So we bought the house through AnnieMac Cash to Keys program. I'm in the new house, right? I've gotten my old house fixed up. Am I paying rent to AnnieMac on the new house? Am I accruing rent? What's happening?
So you will pay rent, and that will get adjusted every month as you would as if you were, having a mortgage payment.
So
basically-
no, go ahead.
So basically I'll accrue rent, and then once I sell my house, that the proceeds will help pay off that rental amount that I've accrued.
Correct.
So really, I'm not having to pay double payments.
Correct. Now, this program is only offered in New Jersey right now. So there is transfer tax. So when you go under contract, the seller normally pays the transfer tax. When you're buying the house back from AnnieMac, we do not absorb that cost. You will have to pay transfer tax.
Makes sense, which is why they're doing it in New Jersey and not PA, because the
Yes.
transfer tax in New Jersey is a lot less, which is, to me, if it's me being able to get into the house, being able to not have to sell my house and be contingent, paying that transfer tax is a pretty nominal expense in the whole grand scheme of things. Or having to have a mortgage and go way over ask, right? At the end of the day, to me, that's a pretty small thing to pay.
Exactly.
Especially because there's no fee if you stick with AnnieMac, and the only interest you're going to pay is the interest that you'd pay on your mortgage anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We just want their offer to get accepted and, move forward with getting the home of their dreams. And that's what this program is designed for. We have a cute little cartoon video. Would you be interested if we played? It's like 1.5 minutes.
Sure.
I would love it. And by the way, I'm super impressed by your technology that you can do this and play a little cartoon video.
Kathleen's like, don't get ahead of yourself.
We hope.
Hopefully I didn't jinx you.
I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I would say you guys keep chatting.
Okay.
So if somebody out there wants to take advantage of this program, they can reach out to myself, Michala, and we will get or you to start the pre-approval process. And we will put all of our contact information in the chat.
That's a great idea. You should be getting a platinum pre-approval and putting that in place anyway, whether you're going with a cash to keys program, buy now, sell later.
Or a regular mortgage.
Offer, accept it, because it's reviewed by an underwriter. So if you're really thinking of buying, you should be doing your due diligence and getting your pay stubs and bank statements if you're self-employed, your tax returns. It's so simple, but when Michala presents the offer, it's accepted because it went through an underwriter. So if a seller gets 5 offers and Nicole's negotiating with the seller, they're going to probably accept their offer because it was fully underwritten by an underwriter.
So remind me, and first of all, I love this because we have on our team, we really encourage buyers to get pre-approved before we even take them out, because what if they can afford less, or what if they can afford more? We'd hate to find their dream house and then realize they're not pre-qualified for it. Or they find their dream house, they're ready to go, and they couldn't get pre-qualified in time when offers were due, right? So
Correct.
Just remind me again, how many days does it take to get the platinum, and how many days does it take to get the cash to keys?
The cash to keys offer?
The cash to keys approved, that I'm able as a buyer. Do you need to run my background and all my paper and work to get it ready?
They both take the same amount of time because they're going for the platinum pre-approval. So before they start working with you, you call us and what we normally do is run their credit and get a pay stub and W-2, and then we can offer what's called a pre-qual. Say it's on the weekend and they have to put an offer in. That's perfect. It takes a second. We get it to you right away. But what we're finding is these homes have multiple offers, and that's why we want to offer the platinum pre-approval, where you go ahead and get all your documents to us. It takes 24 to 48 hours, and we issue a platinum pre-approval. The same is for the cash to keys or buy now, sell later with the platinum approval. And then the negotiation part probably takes about 5 days.
And you can close as quick as two to 3 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? As soon as you can get title back, right? You can close.
Exactly. That's the only thing we wait for.
Usually about 2 to 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Well, ladies, I'm ready. I think I can share.
All right, let's try
See
it.
if I have this.
Thanks, Kathleen.
So, your offer didn't get accepted. You're not alone. With fewer listings and more people than ever looking to buy, it can sometimes feel impossible to make a competitive offer on the home of your dreams. But we're here to help with 2 brand new programs offered exclusively through AnnieMac Home Mortgage: Cash Offer and Buy Now, Sell Later. These programs will help you compete with cash buyers who typically have the advantage in the market and make your offer more likely to be accepted. How do they work? Through our Cash Offer program, we will work with our trusted partners at AnnieMac Cash to Keys, who will purchase your new home with cash. With the help of your home purchase coordinator, we'll ensure that we are making a competitive offer to purchase the home at a price that you can afford. Once finalized, you'll be able to work with your preferred lender to secure a mortgage and purchase the home back from us for the original purchase price, plus a small service charge. If you already own a home but want to avoid the stress of selling and buying at the same time, consider Buy Now, Sell Later. Similar to Cash Offer, you'll be pre-approved for an amount you can comfortably afford, and then you can begin searching for your dream home. AnnieMac Cash to Keys will then work with you to prepare a cash offer to the seller, and once accepted, you'll be able to move in immediately. This gives you time to prepare your previous home for listing and maximize your selling price. As soon as you've sold your previous home, AnnieMac Cash to Keys will resell the new property back to you. Don't let an aggressive market keep you from owning the home of your dreams. With AnnieMac Home Mortgage's Cash Offer and Buy Now, Sell Later programs, you'll be able to make an offer they can't refuse. Call 833-CASH-BUY or visit anniemac.me/cash to learn more today.
I mean, super impressed by your technology skills today.
Oh, thank you, Michala. It was a lot of hard work for me.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, so that really sums it up about the cash to keys or buy now, sell later. Kathleen, do you see if anyone has any questions? I can't see.
There hasn't been any, and I've been chatting along.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, now's your chance. If you have any questions, shout them out.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if we have any. So I guess as a real estate agent, we just write up the contract as normal. We work with you to get the right name of AnnieMac. What about title company?
So we partner with a title company with this program being so unique. And if they stay with us and the title company, then their fee is reimbursed.
Fabulous.
The thing with title companies, like everything's regulated today, so it's not like they can shop around or get a discount. Everything's all the fees and insurance is the same price.
Got it. Like I said, go ahead, Kathleen.
I'm sorry. The best way to put it with using the preferred title company is they know how to do it correctly, especially when we were talking about that 14-day close, that 30-day close, no hiccups. The title company has already been doing this. They know exactly what to do. Mm-hmm. Absolutely still shop if that's what you want to do, but don't expect the same timeline, especially if that's the biggest thing when thinking about the title company.
Got it. And I will once again just let you guys know we've had a client that lost out on a couple properties, and the minute we presented an offer with this cash to keys, it was accepted and they were able to move in. And they had already sold their house. Nicole had their house under contract like that. And so then we were scrambling really fast to find them a new home. And we probably lost out.
Why'd you do that, Nicole? What are you thinking?
Yeah. Don't be too good.
And it was a great process. They are so happy and grateful that they were able to use this program and, you know, find their dream home, right? They were just looking for like a temporary home because they thought they were going to be outbid on everything. And using this program, they really bought their dream home. So I'm very excited.
Cool. And that's what it's for, because we have a lot of clients, Kathleen and I, and we feel their pain, you know, and that's why AnnieMac, you know, we would have meetings and say, you know, we have all these clients, they just can't get their offer accepted. So I'm so blessed to work with an amazing company that allowed us to have this program. I don't know anyone else that has it out there. And, you know, it's really, it wasn't about the money or anything because they don't make anything. It was more about helping the clients, helping your clients secure their loan.
And hopefully this will help a problem that Nicole and I have is trying to get some more listings out there for our buyers. Yeah. And if our buyers don't have to sell their home right away and can move, then that means that they can then list their house for sale and hopefully get some more inventory out there for all of us. So
I love that.
Yeah, great. Anything else you can think of that we need to know, that we need to tell the people out there?
I think just what's most important is get your finances in order. You know, come to us to get pre-approved, whether you're using this program or not, so we can get your offer accepted.
Yeah, whether you're looking this week or next month, having the platinum pre-approval done ahead of time will make it easier. Go ahead.
And
how long does that last? If I get pre-approved this weekend, but let's say I don't find a house until March, how long does this platinum pre-approval last?
The platinum pre-approval usually lasts 90 days.
Okay.
It's based on your credit, which is 120 days. So as long as everything's in place, still the same jobs, nothing really changed. You know, the market's changing a little bit, so that may affect their approval. But Kathleen and I always adjust or reach out to them weekly just to make sure everything's in place. If there's any changes, you know, to update their pre-approval.
And one of the things when we are talking about platinum, they're no longer pre-approved. They're conditionally approved. They have a mortgage commitment. It's no longer a pre-approval. So
can you just explain the difference between that? Like if I'm a consumer and I'm like, but I'm more than just pre-qualified, I'm pre-approved. Like, what does that mean? How can we then relay that to a seller's agent?
So if they get approved, they're supplying us with all their personal documentations and we're sending that right to an underwriter. And these underwriters are turning around 24 to 48 hours with the platinum pre-approval, conditioning upon appraisal if needed in title.
Oh, so that's it, right?
It's a commitment. It means that they have already gone through underwriting. A pre-approval means that you look good and we're trusting. I know that sounds silly, but we're trusting what you're saying.
Yeah.
Your credit looks good. This is what you told me your income was, but I don't have the documents to support it.
Or no, we don't know about all of your student loans.
Yeah. Well, we do because we did pull their credit, but but I'll tell you a funny story on our Facebook Live. We had somebody tell us they had a lot more money in their bank account than they did. So when we platinum approve everybody. So when I asked for her bank statements, I asked, where's the money? She goes, oh, I was hoping I would have it. Well, yes, you can buy a house, but you know what we have to do now? What does saving look like? Right. You might not buy a house in the next 2 weeks, but we can help you in the next 2 months to save the money, where the conditional approval or the platinum approval, you're ready. And for our buyers, it makes a huge difference because they're standing amongst other borrowers, home buyers who have pre-approvals and we get a fun certificate. Like you get all these bells and whistles. It's really cute. And they come with their certificate and their commitment and their approval. and Shawn will laugh, but everyone's like, holy cow, you're not kidding. Like, it makes a huge difference when you can tell somebody, well, I can close in 14 days because I've already been through underwriting.
Right. All they have to do is have the appraisal, and then based
And title.
and title, right? And then based on what they choose, they might feel comfortable waiving the appraisal and making up the difference, right?
Mhm.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
No, we're at 4:00. Is there, I don't want to be cognizant of everybody's time. Is there anything else you guys want to add to this?
No.
Nicole, any last burning questions for us?
No. There you have it.
No,
Awesome.
and I would say I think our next needs to be talking about the Compass, the concierge.
Concierge.
Cheers. Yeah,
That is
Love that.
That's
we have
amazing.
so many success stories with it. It's unbelievable. Whether or not you need the funds, right? Like, some people are like, I just took over my parents' estate home and
Yeah.
I don't, my sister and I don't really want to come out of pocket with the money. Or maybe I just don't want to take the money out of the market right now to update my kitchen, but I know
Yeah.
it needs to be updated, right? Like, or unfortunately we're going through a divorce and there's no money to put towards the things that we've neglected, right? It's just a great platform we have. And like I said, we've used it multiple times now with much success.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Costello Group.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, AnnieMac.
Thank you all so much.
All right. Have a great
Have a
rest
great
of your
day.
night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.